that time in the season, you guys, where we talk about all the hottest trends coming up, and today we're focusing on summer 2021, so let's jump right in. Oh, by the way, some of you guys like this on Instagram. It's just like this adorable t-shirt with a Lady Dior on it. And this girl sent them to me. Her name is Angie Baby on Instagram. I'll just link it down below. Not sponsored at all. I just think it's really cute. She puts these designer handbags on casual t-shirts, which I just think is adorable. Just good for every day. I just threw it on. This is what I'm wearing today. And I'm also filming in it. So I figured I'd let you know. I'll link it down below. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Maytel. So happy to have you here on Style Hard. We do videos like this a lot. We have a really good time, so I hope you subscribe and ring my bell. Actually, 2-for-1 deal today. If you subscribe and ring my bell, guess what? It's free. Today only. So today we are talking about summer trends. I love doing these videos and I love breaking down for you guys the hottest trends coming up for the season. I am very, very excited for summer fashion trends. Usually when I break down a lot of the trends happening for the season, there's always like a very good portion of these trends that I'm not really feeling. But going into summer 2021, I'm pretty excited about most of the trends I'm gonna discuss here today. So let's just start with number one. So the first trend I wanna talk to you guys about is a trend that I've talked to you guys about for more than 2 seasons now, and that is neons, but not neons in the way that we've seen them before. Now we've seen some very cool pieces on the runway in bright neon colors, like beautiful floor-length gowns, something that you would not expect in neon. Well, we're seeing that again, but in different silhouettes. Now we're seeing them in the boxy, oversized blazers. Now, I have talked about oversized blazers also for a couple seasons now, carrying over into summer 2021. We are seeing the boxy, oversized blazers still, and they're gonna be going strong. We're gonna be seeing them going forward into fall and winter as well. But right now for summer, we are seeing these amazing oversized boxy blazers in super bright neon colors. Now, I am absolutely obsessed with this trend, but this is a trend for me that I would not want to spend top dollar on because I do feel like this is very trendy. I don't think it has long lasting staying power. It's not something I want to spend like $3,000 on. However, this is something that we're seeing high fashion designers do. I think it's super cutting edge, super fashionable, very, very in the now. And I love mixing trends that you typically wouldn't think go together. Like for example, in previous seasons, we saw literal ball gowns in neon, which is just such an odd pairing, yet for me, just magnificent. I love it. I love it again this time. Doing it in these oversized boxy blazer styles. You know, boxy structured blazers, not something that you typically would imagine in a neon color. Something that I really love and I'm here for, and I really hope to get my hands on it. And if I find a really great price on one, I will definitely be sharing that with you. So check back with me soon on that one. Next, I want to talk about the wraparound trend, specifically in the form of like crop tops. That's how I'm seeing it a lot, but I've seen a lot of different coordinating sets with wraparound tops. My favorite version of this trend is the cropped blouse, like the almost like a button-down blouse, but in a wraparound version. I absolutely love, love, love the version by Jacquemus. I was actually like on the trigger on Essence about to buy it, and then I found this amazing dupe from Zara actually. I'll show you. Where is it? Oh, it's actually right here. I was really, really about to buy this Jacquemus blouse, and by the way, I still might if it goes on sale because it is different than this. But I thought this was just like a very, very good option for this trend. And this is Zara Join Life. I got this like a month and a half ago, so I don't know if it's still online, but if it is, I absolutely will link this blouse. If it's not, I will try and find similar options for you, including the Jacquemus that I mentioned here. I absolutely love this. However, I will say, in full disclosure, usually I will go for the higher end item versus the dupe if there's a big difference between the two, because usually it's never done as well in the dupe version, but I just thought this was such a good option. It's still not the same, and again, if that does go on sale, something I might consider, but for now, I really think this is such a good score. Number 3, let's talk about Bermuda shorts. Now, Bermuda shorts I talked about well over a year ago, but this is how fashion goes. They're introduced on the runway, and then they slowly gain more and more popularity. Now, I think Bermuda shorts are still not at the crazy height of their popularity, but they are gaining more and more popularity, and I think they're a wonderful trend for summer 2021. I think they're just such a cool way to elevate your short game. Now look, when I originally talked about Bermuda shorts, I definitely mentioned a style that I cannot stand. And one of the ones that I did see on the runway in seasons past was like that very 90s mom aesthetic. And it just brought me back to my childhood of like 90s Bermuda shorts, like khaki Bermuda shorts with like, oh my God, those like Campus Crew shoes. I don't know what you call them, but in Canada, we had a store called Campus Crew in the 90s. Just, I don't know, like my childhood, no, I can't with those Bermuda shorts and that whole aesthetic, just so with the shorts and the shit, like, no, just no. However, I do love me a beautiful, elevated, high fashion Bermuda short where there's shape to it, you know, cinched in at the waist, nicely above the knee, not like so much down to the knee where it's just like so not flattering, right? Still very, very feminine and highlights the shape of the body. That's the kind of Bermuda shorts we're seeing. I am thrilled to see them. I'm definitely going to be rocking them all summer 2021. Number 4, bucket hats. Now, of course, I've mentioned bucket hats a few times, and they're very much still a thing for summer 2021, and I'm very, very happy about this. Now, I know the bucket hats are controversial. I personally really like them. I'm very, very much a hat person. So for me, it's not necessarily about what's hot and trending, more so what suits my face. However, of course, I do love what's hot and trending. So the combination for me, beautiful. I personally love a bucket hat. I feel like some of the ones that I've tried on suit me, and that's pretty much why I love them. If it was hot and trending and looked horrible on me, I would never wear them. And I always advise you guys to kind of follow that rule of thumb. I never hop on every trend. There's so many trends to follow. I have never been one to follow everything just because it's trending. If I love it, I'll rock it. If I don't, I won't, no matter what. Even if it's the hottest trend of the season. If it's not something I vibe with or something that really suits me, I'm definitely not going to wear it. So I understand why there is a little bit of controversy surrounding the bucket hat. People think it's a fisherman's hat, it's absurd, it's not cute. I personally think it's very cute. I love when I see guys in it, girls in it. I think it's very swaggy, very cool and stylish, and it protects you from the sun. Win-win. Number 5 is going to go to colored pants, specifically like bright colored pants in the form of jeans, in linens, in silks. We are seeing beautiful, bright colored pants everywhere, and specifically a wider leg. But I'm not going to focus so much on the wide leg because we've talked about that a lot in recent videos. I'll just say very quickly that we have moved away from the slimmer fitting skinny pants, and we are moving in the direction of relaxed and wide leg pants as well as jeans. And one more thing I do want to say about skinny jeans is that just because there's this big battle between Gen Z and millennials of skinny jeans versus relaxed jeans doesn't mean that skinny jeans are necessarily out. It's just that the fashion focus right now is not on skinny jeans. It's on relaxed and baggy jeans. But the skinny jeans are still somewhat of a staple in your closet. There's just not a high focus on them. And that's why a lot of Gen Zers are saying they're over, they're canceled, they're done. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they're a staple, but they're just not a hot fashion item right now. Back to the topic at hand, bright colored pants and bright colored loose fitting pants. If ever a trend was made for me, this is it. Because I love me a wide leg pant no matter the trend, and I love me a bright color any day of the week. I love incorporating color into my wardrobe. I've told you guys that a million times. I love a wide leg pant, and I think they are just so flattering on every body type. I truly do. I really think a wide leg, specifically like a mid to higher waist wide leg, is just so slimming and flattering. I think it can make you look taller and slimmer. Overall, just very flattering for all kinds of different body types. Love the idea of a bright colored wide leg pant. I think it's just very fresh for summer 2021. It just really is instant elevation to your outfit because really you can keep it really simple on top. Not much to think about. It's just like a pants, a top, a high heel that's probably going to be concealed, so you don't even really have to think about that much, and it's just an easy way to be on trend for summer 2021. Number 6, bralettes. Again, something carrying over from seasons past. Now, a lot of times when I break down these trend videos, many of the trends that I talk about are from seasons past, and that's because that's how trends go. Usually a trend is something that carries over, usually lasting a solid few fashion seasons. Whereas something that's like a classic or a staple is just something we refer to as like a capsule wardrobe. And then there are fads, which are something that are fleeting, something that's in and out in a flash. So with the trend of the bralette, yes, this has been carried over from previous seasons, but it is something we're still seeing very strongly on the runway. This is being paired in various different ways, under sheer dresses, under big boxy blazers, under little cropped cardigans, and if you're feeling extra saucy, just a little tiny bandeau or bralette with a pair of pants. Very nice for like a night in Vegas, date night, you know. But yes, bralettes, very, very hot, definitely on the runway. Seeing a lot of affordable fashion companies making versions of this. A lot of people are pairing these little bralettes with their oversized streetwear, with their form-fitting clothes, you name it, it goes. Very, very big trend. Beautiful. Number 7, corset tops. Now, corsets have always been in fashion, and yes, we've talked about them many times on this channel, but there is an element of fashion fetishism happening right now, so it's corsets done in a much more high fashion way, and also in a more eccentric and edgy way. Now, in my video, Fashion Brands You Need to Know About, I mentioned Dion Lee. Now, Dion Lee comes from a completely different design aesthetic than so many fashion designers we know and love, yet kind of popular amongst the fashion crowd because of that cool edginess, yet there is that fashion fetishism element about it, but in a very high fashion way. Now, I did mention Dion Lee several times on this channel. I even showed you guys this corset that I bought. Let me show you again. I still haven't worn it, of course. This is just absolutely stunning. So this does have a very fashion fetishism vibe about it, but it also is very much a corset. Yet it's not a corset like we've seen it before. It's not like that typical corset that you'll find at like a lingerie shop. You're never going to see something like that at Victoria's Secret. Anyone with like a little bit of a fashion eye can recognize that that's a fashion piece, right? That's not something from like a lingerie shop, and that's what we're seeing more and more on the runway. A lot of designers are doing these corset tops. I just really wanted to highlight Dion Lee because I think it's something that's becoming more trendy. I don't think it's something that will become so mainstream, but it is something that we're going to talk about probably in fall and winter. Going to take some time to pick up. But for my point here today, I really just want to focus on these corsets and how they're kind of slowly going in that direction. And actually, I'm really excited to show you follow-up styling videos of how I put these looks together based on the hot trends for summer 2021. Number 8, a lot that I've been seeing on the runway is monochrome, but like black and white monochrome. So a lot of just like all black, all white, or black and white. So very monochromatic, not something so, you know, revolutionary or so new, but it is a big focus on the runway. So, you know, every season there are big focuses, and sometimes it's all about one specific color or bright, bold prints, but we are seeing a lot of monochromatic looks on the runway. And this is just something that is so easy to achieve. A lot of the trends that I mentioned here today, I mean, if you're into trends, but not being so out there, and if you like to buy pieces that you can absolutely make sure that you can wear for seasons to come, this is a very good trend to be on, because I mentioned monochrome in so many different videos, just like how to look expensive, how to look chic, how to always be in style. Like, it's just something that's very easy. It's a no-brainer. It also doesn't take that much thought, you know, so if you like have somewhere to go and you want to look really presentable, it doesn't take that much effort to put on a monochrome outfit. You know, on the runway, we are seeing these monochrome looks in a very high-styled way. So, you know, putting your personal style into that definitely does elevate the look and keep you more on trend, but it is just a general rule of thumb. So monochrome, very on trend for summer 2021, but just always a thing. So can't lose on this one. Number 9, netting. Now, in previous seasons, we saw a lot of sheers, see-through dresses, definitely still happening, and still seeing them a little bit on the runway. The focus right now is a lot of netting, and like fish netting, like not fish netting, but like big, huge nets, almost like oversized fishnet dresses. I would say this is one of the trends that's not necessarily so much for me, But again, this does tie into that fashion fetishism that I talked about. So we're going to be seeing a lot more of this netting, and we're going to be seeing it with these corsets and with these harnesses. So this is something we are going to be seeing more and more of. It's a little too much for me. I think it definitely can be styled in a cool way. There's always cool ways that you can style these hot trends. I don't know if it's a trend I would jump on, you know, I'd have to be inspired. Actually, right now, I'm kind of thinking of like a cool outfit I could do netting. Like I would do netting if I had like a super long jacket and then like a long floor length net dress or skirt or something. And then, I don't know, a cool pair of boots or a cool heel. That would be cool. Belt the jacket. See, I love talking these out with you because then when I do my styling videos, I get to show you how I put it together and how I interpret these trends. And this is very helpful for me, actually. I don't know if this is a trend I would jump on. It's not something that's like screaming to me. It's not something that I'm like dead over. I think it's cool. It definitely can be styled in cool ways. It's not something I necessarily am so hardcore gravitating to, but definitely a trend we're going to be seeing summer 2021 and onward. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. I really enjoyed making this video for you. I love doing these topics because the trends of the season always excite me the most. I just absolutely love seeing what's new, what's popping, what's hot on the runway. It just excites me so, so much. I'm looking so forward to doing styling videos with some like higher fashion pieces and then also showing you some of the looks for less, just like the blouse that I showed you here today. So, so fun to do those videos. So look out for that because that's going to be coming up really soon. I love you guys so, so much, and I really appreciate you guys being here. When I tell you, I have so many fabulous videos coming out for you. I mean, so many. I have like a list like this of amazing topics that we are going to discuss and get into. You are going to love them. I love you guys so much, and I cannot wait to see you in my next video. So until next time, bye for now.